Welcome to the class, gentlemen. Today we'll discuss handling customers' complaints. Customer is one who pays, customer is one who buys, customer is one who uses, and customer is one who decides. They all may not necessarily be the same person. I pay, but I buy for my son. I buy, but my wife uses the product. And it may be a company's director who may decide what to buy, what not to buy. So, that is the main type of customers we have. The complaints can be through internal customers. They are as important as external customers. Only thing is we tend to ignore them. Now, why do we pay attention to the customers' complaints? Because we want to retain our customers. We want the sale to go through. We do not want bad feelings. Once you lose a customer, it's not easy to get him back. It is more economical to retain a customer than lose a customer. So, in all our customer complaint resolution, we should try and do in diplomatic manner so that we don't lose a customer. Yes, customer may not be 10% right, but then there are ways you could just make a person believe that his queries have been met. Basically, it is a question of A, deficiency in service or against the employee. But if you feel that you answered both, it's likely that the customer is going to be pacified. Customers complain because his expectations are not being met. What are the expectations of a customer? Friendliness, warm feeling, attention. If they are not met, then he would definitely like to complain. He will complain because you or somebody in your organization was rude, indifference, or discourteous to him. He felt that he was not listened to. He was told by a staff member that something was wrong with the customer. Let's go through the main reasons that he is suspicious and feels that you or your organization is dishonest. Dishonest can be because of the product. Disaccounts can be because you are not selling what you are promising. The product selection is not of the proper thing. So that is what he feels by dishonest. He acted on instructions which was wrong. You had told him to follow this step to get the optimum result from the purchase. But he either misunderstood or he followed the instructions and the product didn't come up to this thing. He was screamed on phone, and the person who screamed on phone possibly transferred his phone without his consent. This might be a very, very irritating point. He may feel that his integrity or honesty was in question. Well, there are also, he may again feel that you or someone else from your organization are rude to him. He was told that he had no right to be angry. Well, if I tell a person, well, you buy it or leave it, you have no right to be angry. The customer who's our supreme boss will naturally tend to feel upset. He should not be made to feel upset. your staff does not have training to handle the situation correctly. This can be that various situations are there where you may feel that your customers, your salesperson did not know how to handle the situation. He made broad assumption on extent of help from your organization. It happens very many times that you expect a lot of help from the organization, but which the organization has never felt unwarranted to the help. So is again likely to feel. So when you are talking to him, try and find out what is the reason for him to feel uncomfortable, and try and address the same thing in a different manner. Well, if somebody had argued with him, apologize, कि sir, he was merely trying to help you to understand the point. That's why he had possibly overstepped his limits. Maybe that will make the customer little pacified onto the thing again. Now, you see, when you got complaints, complaints may be genuine, complaints may not be genuine. So, what percent of complaints are normally genuine? Well, I would say major amount of complaints are general. They are genuine. These could be personal, they could be impersonal. Impersonal are product quality, ambience of the mall. Personal are a guy who argued, the guy who tried to tell him to shut up. So you have to see which is the personal complaint or impersonal complaint. Personal complaints, impersonal complaints are likely to be genuine. So you need to address them. Now there are two ways of handling the complaint. That is, either you just look at the company's interest, resist compensation or refund or return or the blame which he is appropriating, give example of other happy customers and inform him about the ISO 9000. Unfortunately, this will leave a more dissatisfied customer and a customer lost forever. Mind you, we do not want to lose a customer. So you have to be very tactful to make him understand and make him from a dissatisfied customer to a satisfied customer. That is a challenge for all supervisors. And this way you may lose customer forever. So try and this thing. So let's see what all actions you could take to keep him this thing. Well, just listen to him peacefully. Have patience. Let him blow his steam off. Let him blow his steam. After some time, he'll possibly feel a little better when he is talked this thing out. Have patience. Whatever is right, just listen to him. He's being unreasonable. Never mind. Still listen to him. Agree with him. Empathize with the customer and try and say, well, yes, go along with him. There's no point trying to go against the customer. Let the customer overstate his case, and once he's overstated the case, he's likely to become softened because he has lost all his anger. So what should now be your action with the complaints? You should be calm, you should be open-minded, you should ask him why, sir, how this happened, when did it happen, how did it happen, where, which, can you explain? This will by and large to an extent remove his anger and pipe down a customer. So the first step you should feel is listening to a customer, then behaving in such a manner or providing us this thing so that he gets piped down and he is no more willing to follow up the complaints. But still you must listen to his complaint, make notes, and while making notes switch off mobile so that you are telling him that, well, boy, friend, I am giving you a complete timing and attention. Take your phone off the hook if he is talking to you. Hold all the calls. You have to tell the operator so that the guy feels that you are taking all attention. Pay all attention to him. Concentrate. He may have a point which needs to be deserved, which needs to be looked into, and future course of action taken. So again, empathize and says, well, generally agree with him. Well, I appreciate your disappointment. And well, you see, this thing just we will try to overcome your problem, sir. I know, sir, that must be difficult for you to accept, but do give us another chance. Do not justify lapses. Don't say sick employer, sick employees. Truck did not reach, system failure, manufacturing problem. These are some of the old tricks, but they do not hold any water. But generally it is found that if you have been reasonable with the customer and you listen to him and you have given him another angle to the situation, he may appreciate your situation and he may be willing to withdraw his complaint and go away as a satisfied customer. And now when you are making notes, you might as well read the notes back to the customer. He will feel really good that you have taken efforts to make a note. Clarify any doubts which you have and use very simple language. This will help Comfort to understand that you have taken him seriously and you will take an unbiased action on his complaint. And some point of cautions. Point of cautions are: do not say things like, I can't believe, or that can't be true. Sir, you are joking. No, surely not. Well, these are the words which are likely to put off a customer. So even if you have this feeling, but do not express it. And whatever you express it in a subtle manner, keeping your organization's interest in point of view. And you must realize that the bad situation becomes worse if you do not follow through. That means complain the customer listening, customer resolution, complaint resolution. So also, if you have given a customer time that you will redress the complaint, I am sure he'll be waiting for your answer. And if he doesn't get an answer, he'll be much angrier with you. But if at the same time he has got an answer or he's got a reason, sir, we have still midway of our completing our this thing, so please do bear with us. You must know the legal rights of customer and must be prepared to answer all that what is relevant. So I hope I have been able to give you some idea about the complaint handling. See the video and listen to the see the PPT and listen to the video. That will be of use. Thank you so much.